Hi Pinkies, my name is Andrea, so thought I would film another story time. Yes. Work. So, this story time is going to talk about the first time that I got into my first fist fight. And I have many more fist fights. Well, no, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 fist fight stories. So, this is the very first one that I've ever had. And this story is taking place when I was, I want to say, oh my god, I think I was 12, 11. Like, I was super fucking young. I was in 5th grade, but I got held back in 5th grade. So, I was my second 5th grade year. And I got into a fist fight with, I'm going to call her Slut. Her name is Slut. So, I got into, a hissy fight with Slut, and Slut was a little bitch back in school. She thought she was the shit. You know, one of those girls who are like, I'm the shit. Like, no one can, I'm all that in a bag of chips, bitch. Well, you're not. So, she would always walk in school acting like she's the fucking shit. And there was this one day, I was walking down the stairs, she bumped into me, and she's like, watch where the fuck you're going, bitch. And I already have an anger issue. I already have, like, a bitch what? Like, when I was in that grade, like, I was like, fuck you. Like, what the fuck did you say to me? Like, what? Bitch where? Because that ain't me that you're talking to. And I wasn't the shit, and I didn't act like I was the shit. And matter of fact, I was like one of the ugliest. First, let me just give you a little backstory. I was the ugliest girl in school, and I'm totally gonna admit that. I'm still like fucking unproportional face. So, I was always bullied, and I was so fucking sick of it. And she would fucking do, like, this wasn't like a first instant type of thing. This was like a thing that she would always fucking do because she knew I was one of those girls who wasn't probably going to stick up for myself, and I wasn't going to say anything. And that one day, she just caught me off guard, and I was like, Lord Jesus, please bring down an angel to fucking hold me back from about punching this bitch. And I didn't punch her. I told her, I was like, you need to fucking stop talking to me like that. You need to fucking stop pushing me around school. I'm so sick of you bullying me. Like, I'm so sick of it. And she was like, you know what? She's like, I'm fucking sick of your fucking attitude. She was like, let's fight after school. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fight. And I'm not gonna tell you guys, and this isn't a video saying that you guys should get into a fist fight and it's gonna make everything better. But personally, from my experiences with having these fights, it made it better. They stopped. When you're bullied and you don't say anything back, it gives them more incentive to do it more. And I know a lot of people say, well, they just want to get a reaction out of you. Well, really, when you don't say anything, they keep doing it because they think it's totally fine. And no one tells them anything in their life. Their parents don't know about it, probably. You know, teachers probably watch this shit every day and they don't give a fuck because that's obviously how our school system is. So that's how it is. So for me, in my personal experiences, when I got into these fist fights with these bullies, it made it better. And, you know, I decided I'm gonna fucking fight her. God, my hair is really poofy today, guys. Anyway, so we met after school, and there was these, like, trailers, like, a part of our school. They were, like, classes. I'm sure some of you had that. And so we met behind the trailer. And she didn't bring anybody. I brought my friend, she brought nobody. And it wasn't like my friend was gonna get in or anything, because my friend was actually Jennifer, the story time where I first smoked marijuana. That was my friend. And she was like, as I told you, she was really, really like goody two shoes, so she wouldn't have fucking done anything anyway other than call the cops or call my mom. So like, I knew she wasn't gonna jump in or anything, guys. That's not what I was planning whatsoever. Sorry, you probably hear Bella playing. So, she's watching Cars 2, by the way. Great movie. She loves Cars 1. Anyway, okay, so getting back into the story time. So, we met behind the trailer. She told me to take the first punch, and I did. I took the first punch. I didn't even hesitate, matter of fact. So I ended up taking the first punch, and guys, When I tell you she beat my ass, she beat my ass. She punched me in the face like 6 or 7 times. And tell you what, I did not fall. I did not fucking cry. I did not whine. I took those punches like a bitch. Like, I took them like a bitch. So she punched me in the face like 6 or 7 times. And I'm such a fucking crazy, like, insane motherfucker that I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I was wearing like these little high, because it was like picture day at school. I wore these little high pump things. I don't know why I was a little slut, because this is middle school. What the fuck am I wearing pumps for? Anyway, I had pumps on, took my pump off, and I started slamming her with it. Like, this pump was like 6-inch fucking heel. Like, this can poke a fucking eye out. What the fuck was I thinking? My mom just bought me these pumps. I literally broke it on her face. I broke my pump on her face. And it wasn't like she was lying down or anything. She took those fucking hits just like a bitch too. Like, she took them. She didn't cry. She didn't whine. She didn't call the cops. She didn't call her mom. And then after it was all over, we left. We shook hands, fucking weirdly enough, and we went home. And I went home with one fucking shoe. And my mom was like, where's your other shoe? I was like, I got into a fight. She's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's another story time when my mom beat my ass. Just kidding. No, she really did. She got mad. But at the end of the day, my mom knew that I was getting bullied. She knew what was going on. And she supported me. And so the next fist fight that I got into, my mom actually told me, she's like, you know, Andrea, she's not this type of mom either. She told me, she's like, you know, you might have to just get it over with and fight then. She was like, win or lose situation. She was like, you might have to just fight them so they can stop talking shit to you. They can stop. And that situation did stop. She ended up not talking to me anymore. I ended up not talking to her anymore. We did get suspended, and we did have like an outdoor ed thing that we were doing like 5 days prior. And so they ended up telling us that we can't go to outdoor ed anymore, which really sucked because outdoor ed was super fun. If anyone knows what that is, they kind of stopped doing that. Basically, you go out to the mountains, you experience things, you go on hikes, you just do a bunch of different things, and you all have like teams and stuff with your school or with your grade, and it usually happened in 5th grade. So if you guys went to outdoor ed, let me know how your situation was, because I also have a fucking story time for that. That's a different story time though, and it was pretty fucking cool. So if you guys want to listen to that, comment down below or like this video. And yeah, so if you want to see more of my unproportional face, then comment, or if you guys want to see more of my unproportional face, comment. No, go ahead and subscribe, guys. I only have 2 subscribers right now, but I'm hoping to get a lot more. And alright, well, I love you, pinkies, and have a wonderful rest of your day.